So Dale,
Yes.
if you want to begin.
Where am I sitting? Over
Over
here?
here.
Yeah. Behind the bookcase, much like last year.
All right. Just flipped.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're going to start from here.
All right.
All right. So every time you finish a step, just mark it off.
Okay.
Okay.
If there's a step that says to open more bags, I can retrieve those.
Thank
But I
you.
haven't been pulling them out every time.
You need someone to take over driving for a bit?
I would appreciate that, yeah.
I can do that for now, and if someone wants to do it for me...
I mean, I might as well just take it from you right now.
If
How's
you'd
that?
like to, Peach, yeah, we can
Yeah.
do that. You know how this works?
Yes.
Great.
I crashed it last night.
Great, good for
Or
you.
2 nights ago.
So that's gonna happen, and hey everybody! Since we're starting to keep talking and nobody let goes, I'm sure we'll have some building music in a minute, and they will change to Kevin's cam so we can see what's gonna be built. I am so hot, I'm burning up.
Oh, actually, could I
Yes.
send... Do we do music through YouTube if we're just playing?
If you have an idea of something you want to listen to,
just-
find something and send it to them. I'm sure they can put it on the background, and then I'm
This
going to
is so
go
dumb, but it's like...
elsewhere.
Beesh.
Yes.
Dale may want the performance mic question mark.
Yes, he would definitely want the performance. He's loud enough, I'm sure we can pick up, but
I'll take the performance mic if you want to give it to me.
I'm turning this on now. No, I'm not. I'm not turning it on until you tell me. I got the thumbs up, which means I'm turning it on now. It is on. Did you want to stand?
This is,
like a mic stand, or are you good with this?
Beach? This is the Slack channel?
Yeah, just in the stage.
Okay.
Cool.
It's intensely dweeby, but I kind of want to listen to it right now.
All right. I'll just stay here until the camera changes, and then I will leave the stage and go start looking at art that you guys drew.
Ooh. Oh, how far can I lean? Okay. Shall we begin?
Yeah, begin.
Okay,
Ooh.
so it looks like you have some sort of platform that is 4 by 8 on top. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah, it's divided into a gray section and a blue section.
All right, we're going to be building some things to add to the gray section, but we're going to build them separately.
Okay.
So these are going to be, we're looking for a series of weird triangular pieces. So, some of them have 2 circles on top, and some of them have 4. They're all gray,
Okay.
and they are slanty roof-like.
I think I know, like a beetle's carapace.
We're having technical difficulties. One moment, please.
I'm turning the mic on.
Test, test, test.
So, in addition to the Beatles carapace pieces, and you'll need a total of 4 of those. You also need 2 small gray, like roof pieces that are 1 standard height that have 1 circle on top. They're gray. You know what I'm talking about?
Like wedge-like pieces?
Sure, wedge-like pieces.
They're like little feet.
Yes, we'll go as little feet.
Okay, I have
So-
2 of those.
Excellent.
So, for the roof-like pieces, you said we needed ones with 2 and ones with 4 pips on top?
Right, we're looking for a total of 6 pieces, including the 2 you just set aside.
Okay.
And the other 4 pieces are each different from each other. 2 on the right and 2 on the left. 1 of each of the right will have 2 and 1 will have 4.
Yes, one... Okay, right-handed pieces, 1 with 2, 1 with 4.
Yes.
And I'm assuming left-handed pieces?
1 with 2, 1 with 4.
And the right-handed piece, I'm going to say has an uppercase L. The 4 pips form an uppercase L.
Oh, nice. That's very clear. Yes.
Okay, and then the mirror image one has a backwards L.
Right.
Okay, good. All right. So I've got 6 pieces then.
Yes, 6 pieces is correct. So you're going to have 3 pieces on the left and 3 pieces on the right.
Okay.
And on top of your little L, you're going to put a piece that... They say it works? Weirdly. Is this working now? Test 1, 2. We have microphone working? All right, I'll stop projecting. So, on the right-hand side, you're going to put a piece so that it's a double-decker. The 2 pip piece is on top of the 4 pip piece. This should leave you with an overhang so that you can click the 1 pip piece onto the 2 pip piece behind the 4 pip piece.
Forming like one contiguous like
Beetle shell, yes.
Yeah, okay. Okay, same thing with the other side?
Same thing with the other side. And then those are going to go diagonally on the gray side so that they're pointing away from the blue side.
Okay. Question.
Yes.
I can do it in a couple of different ways.
Okay.
Does it overhang onto the blue at all?
It does not at all overhang onto the blue.
Okay. Do they meet in the middle? Like, do these 2 beetle shell subassemblies?
No, these
No.
are as far away from each other as you can get. So they are not touching the 4x8 at all.
Okay.
They are on the wings.
They're on the wings.
Yes.
Okay.
On the bottom
So these
4
are-
pips of the wings.
They're clicking onto 3 pips on the wings? Or all 4?
All 4.
Because that will overhang onto the blue.
Well, then that's a problem.
Because on the underside they have 4 pips that they can click onto.
Yeah, there should be 4 blue and 4 gray.
Yes. And there's also like 2 different kinds of gray pips that they can click onto.
Right. Some look
elevated and lower.
Yeah, we're just using the lower.
Just using the lower.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you should be able to project the nose of these things out past the front.
Okay. I think I've got it. I think we've got there.
Okay.
So this kind of like, this assembly now kind of has like horns.
Yes, that's
Okay.
Yes, it kind of has horns or possibly claws.
Okay.
I haven't been shown what we're building. I'm just going off this one image.
It's impossible to know what we're building. No one can ever know what we're building until we've completed it.
Okay.
All right, I feel confident that this is correct-ish.
All right. Well, that concludes this step.
Next step.
Oh, next step. All right. I'm going to use my Sharpie to mark this step as complete.
I've done good here, chat. I'm rewarding myself with a sip of coffee.
Oh, you're clever. I left my coffee behind. That's all right. I'll just do well again, and everything will be fine. So, we're going on to step number 27.
Let's go there together.
Hooray! So, remember those 2-pip beetle shell type things you just used, one left and one right?
Yes,
We need those again, please.
I already have 2 more of them.
Awesome. And then the other beetle things we're using have 10 pips each.
Aha! Okay, in two rows of 4 and 1 row of 2?
Yes, or
All right.
2 rows of 6 and 2 rows of 2, or 2 rows of 3 and 2 rows of 2.
Yes.
All right. So we are going to go with your interpretation of 2 rows of 4 and 1 row of 2, and then
Okay.
we're going to cover 1 row of 2 and 1 row of 4 on each, right on right and left on left.
All right. I'm leaving 1 row of 4 exposed on the interior.
Yes, that is
Okay.
correct.
All right. Complete.
So these are going to go butt to butt with the two that you just installed, with the
Okay.
pointy end toward the rear.
Okay. This covers the blue?
This covers the blue.
We got there. All right, this is an error checking step. I feel confident that we did the previous step correctly now.
Oh, hooray. And this covers all 8 blue, whereas last time you only covered 4 of the gray, correct?
Yes, absolutely. And now a bunch of things are now flush with each other.
Oh, hooray. So that actually concludes step 27.
All right, are you comfortable moving forward to step 28?
Dude, I have all day.
Let's do it.
All right, so step 28. I should have brought my glasses. All right, so we need 8 pieces total. We need 2 each of 4 different pieces.
Okay.
So we need a flat gray 2-pip kind.
Flat gray 2-pip kind. We need
Yes.
2 of these?
2 of these.
Okay, one moment, please.
Certainly.
2 2-pip gray pieces.
Correct.
Done.
Excellent. Now we need 2 4-pip full height long pieces. All of these pieces are gray.
4 by 1 bricks.
Yes.
Okay, got 2 of them.
Excellent. The next 2 are like flat feet. Both of these are like flat feet. One of them has 2 pips and one of them has smooth ascension. So we're looking for...
So, like wedges?
Yes, but you called them feet the last time and that
Yes,
worked, so I was
yes,
trying
yes.
to use the same terminology.
No, yeah, I appreciate that. That helped me find them very quickly. Do
Hooray.
the ones with pips, do they look like they have hollow pips to you?
Again, I should have brought my glasses.
It's probably not super important.
I'm going to say yes.
Okay. And we need 2 of each of those?
We need, yes, so you should have 8 total pieces.
Okay, I'm still looking for one more of the ones with the flat ascension. Aha, I found it. I now have 8 pieces.
Woohoo! So now we're going to take the smooth wedges and put them on top of the 2 by 1 flats,
Okay.
which should bring them to just over standard height.
Yes. Concur.
Okay, so those are going to be at the back being, thank you, just on the floor if you could, please. Thank you. The back being the second step we did, step 27, where we're now on step 28.
Okay.
So they're pointing downward. They're on the last 2 pips of the 8 pips that are theoretically flush with each other above the assemblies that we just made.
Okay. So there are 8 pips, like an 8 by 4 flat section. Half are blue, half are gray, in the middle. Is that the one you're referring to?
No.
Okay.
8. So below that, where we have placed, we're putting these on the things that we just placed on step 27.
Oh, okay. Okay. On like the beetle wing parts.
The diagonal, yes.
Yes, okay.
All of these will be going, there should be an 8 by 1 strip.
Oh, I get it. So these go at the very bottom of that?
Is the bottom the far end from the horns?
Yes. Let's agree on a coordinate system here.
All right.
The horns, and I don't know if this is clear in your instructions, the horns will point, we'll say away from me is north
Okay.
because of the way the camera is oriented.
Sure.
I'm sitting at the south end, up there is north.
Okay.
So
And the horns are pointing north.
yes, also pointing north is like a little piece that's angled away with 4 pips in a square 2x2 thing. I don't know if you can see that on
I
your
can't see that
instructions.
on my instructions, so I'll
Okay.
just assume that that's correct.
Okay, but there is north-south on the interior of the assemblies that we just attached, an 8 by 1 strip,
Excellent.
and I'm going to attach these to the south end of that. Each one of these to one side of that south end?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. On the southern 2 pips, with the high end of your little assembly being on the northern of those 2 pips.
Accomplished.
Okay. So right flush with that, you put your 4x1s,
Okay.
and then at the far end, you put the ascensions that have the pips on them.
Okay. So the 4x1s are slightly lower than
Yes.
the ones that we just applied, but they are flush with the ones we put on earlier.
Excellent. That all looks correct to me.
Okay.
So have you placed all 8 of those pieces?
All 8 pieces are now clicked in.
Okay, so we have accomplished step 28.
I'm comfortable moving on to step 29 then.
All right. I'm just sharpieing all over this business. Hey, what is chat seeing right now?
Hopefully not the top of my head.
No, they aren't. It's just the top view of Cameron's building.
Okay. On to step 29 then.
I'm right here with you.
Okay. You remember those wedges that had the pips on them that they should be the last pieces you put in?
Yes,
Can you find 4 of those, please?
I can.
And we also need 1 of the 4x1 that you just made.
1 4x1.
1.
Got it.
So, on the north end of the 4x8, where it's gray,
Yes.
you are going to put the 4 wedges pointing down to the north.
Pointing down to the north. All right,
Yes.
so at the very north end of it?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm making not quite a smooth surface here because they have pips on them, but like a uniformly angled surface?
Yes.
Okay.
This could theoretically have been these 4 all one piece, but they chose for some reason to give you 4 independent pieces.
Managed.
All right, and right behind that goes the 4x1.
Okay.
So your flat surface should now be 4x5, with 4x4 of that being blue.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. We have now accomplished step 29.
Excellent. Let's move on to step 30 if you're
Okay.
feeling comfortable.
Yeah, I'm just going to do this until someone says, okay, Dale, enough.
I'm having a really good time. I'm happy moving forward.
Excellent. We so seldom get to do game stuff together. This is the closest we get.
Yeah, this rules.
All right. So we now need 6 pieces, 2 each of 3 different types.
Okay.
The gray pieces, the only type of gray piece is a flat 2x4.
A flat 2x4.
Yes.
Okay. We need, 2 of these?
Yes.
Okay, 2 flat 2x4s.
Yes. I'm going to be describing 3 different types of pieces, and you need 2 of each of them.
Understood. All right, so I have 2 flat 2x4s in gray.
Excellent. Now you need 2 flat 1x1s in blue.
2 flat 1x1s in blue. Just digging around, the small pieces are always hard to find, but I have 2 flat 1x1s in blue, or 1 pip pieces.
Excellent. Now, this one's going to be a little harder to describe.
Okay.
The pieces you just picked up with the 1 pip blues, these look like those with exhaust pipes.
Like a hollow pipe?
I can't tell if they're hollow, but a pipe coming off a 1 pip flat blue.
I have found 2 pieces that match that description.
Okay, so those 2 pieces, now that you have all 6 of your pieces, will go in the center at the south end, sort of like the exhaust pipes coming out of this weird spaceship beetle that we're building.
Okay.
So they're going in the center.
Okay, so these are going over top pips 2 and 3, if we were to number like 1, 2, 3, 4?
Yes, at the
Okay.
southern row.
Okay, and they're pointing off the back like little exhaust pipes.
Right.
Okay,
And
done.
then the 1 pip blues on either side of that,
Okay,
because then you're going to put the 2x4s on to cover all of the remaining blue pips.
all right, making 1 flush layer.
Yes.
All right, that is 5x4.
Yes.
Okay, done.
Okay, that was easy. That was step 30.
All right.
Is anyone going to make a stop, or are we going to keep going?
Let's keep on trucking.
You have probably about 45 minutes because that's how much is left in the Harry Potter giveaway.
How's your voice doing, Dale?
I'm just starting to warm up for a day of talking.
All right.
So for step 31, we are going to need a total of 8 pieces. Again, 4 types of pieces, 2 each.
4 types, 2 each. Gotcha.
Yes. First type is a flat 2x4 in gray. All these pieces are going to be gray.
Okay, 2 flat 2x4s in gray.
Yes.
Done.
2 flat 2x2s in gray.
2 flat 2x2s in
Yes.
gray. Done.
2 full height 2x2s in gray.
Found.
And 2 of the little wedge feet with pips in gray.
2 of the little wedged feet in gray with pips.
Yes.
Done.
Okay. So we are going to assemble these separately, and we're going to do it the exact same way twice.
Okay.
So
I'm separating them into 2 piles.
excellent. We're going to start with the 2x4 on the bottom,
2x4 on the bottom.
and then at one end, let's call it the north end, we're going to cover half of it with the full-size 2x2.
With the full-size 2x2.
And
okay,
then-
so I have it arranged north-south with the long axis of the piece is north-south,
Yes.
and I'm covering the 4 north pips with the full-size 2x2 brick.
Excellent.
Okay.
And then the 4 south pips with the flat 2x2.
Done.
And then you are going to put the wedge pieces over that flat 2x2, pointing down away from the full size 2x2. So this
Oh, okay. So I actually I need 4 of these wedge pieces total, right?
Wow, that would make sense. That looks like a 2 to me, but yeah, we're going to say 4.
Okay. Because it will require 2 of them to cover the lower one.
Yeah, when I look at the full illustration, that looks like 4.
All right, that is done.
All
One
right.
side is done, and then I'll do the other side.
Yeah, so it kind of looks like a bedroom slipper.
Yeah, it's chunky. Looks like it would be fluffy and warm.
Hooray, my favorite kind of bedroom slipper.
Okay, I have 2 of them.
All right. So, these are going to go right behind the assembly at the front north end on top. So you've got that 5x4. These
Yes.
are going to be each taking up 4 pips at the northern end of your flat 5x4, with the toes of your bedroom slippers pointing east and west respectively.
Pointing east and west. Okay,
Yes.
so these are extending off kind of like,
Over the beetle wings.
okay. I think so I just want to clarify.
Yes.
The lower elevation 5x4 surface,
Yes.
I'm covering 1 slipper, will cover 4 pips at the northern end.
Yes.
Okay. And that is kind of like where your heel would be at the middle of that.
Yes.
Okay.
So these are heel-to-heel slippers.
Heel-to-heel slippers placed at the northern end of the flat 5x4 plane.
That's
and the
correct.
toes are poking over the end. Done.
Thus concludes step 31.
All right, let's move on to 32 if you're comfortable.
I consent to this.
All right.
So step 32, we're looking for a flat gray 2x4 and a flat gray 1x4.
Flat gray 2x4 and a flat gray, a flat gray 2x4 and a flat gray 1x4.
Correct.
Found.
All right. So we're going to use these to cover the final 3x4 of that flat area.
Okay, 2x4 at the north.
It says 2x4 at the south. I
That
suspect
makes-
that doesn't matter, but it should be more firm.
Yeah, it should be more structurally sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, I realized as soon as I said it that I was like, Yeah, no, this works better. Okay, done.
Okay, thus concludes step 32.
Goodbye, 32.
I'm spending more time capping and uncapping the Sharpie than I am telling you what to do.
Man, you guys are ripping through these.
Pew, 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 pew.
There's 80 in that book.
Wow.
That book.
Oh, are there multiple books?
Maybe.
Okay. So we're going to get 3 blue pieces in step 33.
3 blue pieces.
Yes, 2 of
Okay.
them are flat 1x3s.
Flat 1x3.
Yes, 2 of those.
Found 2 flat 1x3 blue pieces.
And then we need a full-size blue 3x2.
Found.
Okay, so on the back of the beetle above the exhaust pipes, you should have a flat 3x4 area.
Correct.
We're going to cover that.
Okay.
So the full-size 3x2 is going to go in the middle, the long way north-south,
Okay.
and
Then,
there should be space for the 1x3s on either side of it.
all right. Flanking the brick, the full-size brick with the 1x3 pieces.
Yes.
Done.
Okay. Thus concludes step 33.
All right. Feeling good.
So moving on to step 34, we're looking for a total of 4 pieces.
Okay. Total of 4 pieces.
These are going to be in left-right configuration.
Okay.
So we need a flat gray L with 4 pips.
Okay. I think I know the ones you're referring to.
Okay.
Like Tetris-like L's, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And they're on pieces that I was going to call them triangular, but they have 4 sides. But
Yes. Trapezoidal, maybe? But I think I know the ones you're referring to.
Okay,
They have
great.
4 pips, uppercase L, and then backwards uppercase L.
yes,
Okay.
The,
I have 2 of those.
awesome. 1 each.
1 each, yes.
All right,
For a
so-
total of 2. Sorry.
The things that are going to go above those are gray, full size. They each have 3 pips, 1x3, and they have sort of the roof-like wedge things along one side, slanting diagonally. So, let me describe that in another way. This is a gray full-height piece. It has 3 pips, 1x3. At one end, the 1 pip is the standard width, and at the other end, the 1 pip is on a 2 width thing with a flat surface next to it. And these have slanting wedges along their diagonal sides.
Sorry, do they have, like, extending pips on their top?
Define extending.
Like a normal Lego brick, we usually talk about the number of pips
Yes.
as being like these things that poke out at the top.
Yes.
The pieces that you're describing, do they have pips on the top that way?
Yes. 1x3.
And they are gray?
They are gray.
They are gray wedges, you say. Out of curiosity, was there anything in the instructions about opening a bag? Does it show a picture of a bag?
It does not.
Okay. Gray wedges with 3 pips on the top.
Yes.
Found them.
Awesome.
I had separated them earlier and then forgotten they existed. So I need 2 of them, or 1 of each?
1 of each.
1 of each. Done.
And then apparently they just click in to the flats.
Oh, like these ones just go on top of the pieces that we found, that we pulled out earlier in this step?
Yes.
Okay, done.
Okay.
They only go on one way, basically.
Good.
With the
now-
the flats on the bottom and then the wedges on top?
Correct.
Okay.
There should be a 2-level base now.
A 2-level base.
So if you're looking at the skinny end of your constructs,
Yes.
they are not all flat. There is the the side under the pits is elevated. Is that
Yes.
correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, so the elevated area under the pips are going to be going, don't place them yet because I have some description to do, but they're
Okay.
going to be going on the 3x1 blue flats you placed in step 32.
Okay.
So the skinny end goes toward the back.
Okay,
and-
like towards the exhaust?
Yes.
Okay. Do I place them now?
Sure, go ahead and place them now.
Okay.
Uh,
They are placed.
All right. So that should give you a 4x5 flat area on top, I think.
It does.
Okay, good. Well, we rocket this.
Yeah, we're good.
All right. Thus concludes step 30. What was that? Step 34? Step 33. Step 30. I don't know. Okay, so we're going on to the next step. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm feeling ready to move on to the next step.
All right. So it looks like we need a total of 4 pieces. These are
Okay.
all going to be gray.
Okay, 4 gray pieces.
The largest of these 4 pieces is a flat 4x1.
A flat 4x1.
Yes.
Okay. Found it.
All right. The next piece is. I'm having trouble seeing what it is. This is exciting. All right, so it has 2 pips. It's a gray flat, and it looks like next to the 2 pips is a little windshield. I'm going to guess it's
Oh.
opaque.
Like a wedge
Yes.
shape? I think I know what you're talking about.
Okay, tell me
it
about
looks
it.
like a sandal or a slipper for somebody with very short toes and very wide feet.
Yes, let's go with that.
Okay.
So you've got 2 pieces.
Yes, I have 2 pieces currently.
All right, you need 2 more pieces. These are going to be the same as each other. They do not have any pips.
Okay.
They have a curve on top, and their base has 2 slightly different elevations. So these are
yes.
okay. They have the
Or
same
the-
footprint as a 1x2.
Yes. Okay, yes. So they're stepped on the interior side or on the bottom side.
Yes.
But on the top they're smooth.
Yes.
Okay. We need 2 of these?
Yes.
Okay. Found them.
Okay, great. They are going to go. All right. Let's put the 1x4 on first.
Okay.
It is going to stretch east to west
Okay.
on the southern edge of the bedroom slippers.
the
So,
southern edge of the bedroom
yes,
slip.
this is going to
Okay.
leave you with a 3x4 two-tone flat area to the south of it.
Yes, it will.
Okay, great.
Okay, done.
The flat stubby-toed slipper is going to go north of that in the middle
Okay, done.
with the toes pointing north.
Done.
And then on either side, you should be able to place the curvy things so that they're clicked into the 1x4 but stretching beside the fat stubby slipper.
Oh, okay. So they. Hold on. I want to put them on the 1x4,
You
like
want
the
to
top, the
click-
top end of the 1x4.
Yes,
Okay, and then the bottom end will be
on either side of the fat slipper.
perfect. Okay, I got it.
Awesome. So the fat slipper is extending out, right?
Yeah, just it's a little over the edge. You know, you could wiggle your toes over the edge.
All right. Well, that feels comfortable. Are you ready for another step?
I am.
Excellent. So
I should
in
not do this or I'm going to drop it.
I didn't hear what you just said.
He was afraid of dropping the major assembly.
I was
Oh.
playing with it like it was a spaceship.
I mean, it kind of looks like a spaceship.
Yeah, it's very. It has like this handle on the bottom too. It's
Ooh.
very good for like, gripping. What was Luke's model? The T16.
Yes.
Yeah, that he was playing with in Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru's
Right, and you can
Yeah.
see the T16 in the background, and he talks about it later. I used to bullseye womp rats in my T16 back home.
Yeah, I recently saw a video that said that the T16 he's playing with was the test model that was mocked up by their special effects person when like they were originally like prototyping what the ships would look like.
That makes a lot of sense.
All
Are
right,
you
I'm
ready?
ready to keep going.
All right, so step 36 has 2 pieces.
Okay.
You remember those curved pieces from step 35?
I think
the
so.
1x2s?
The 1x2s, yes, the
You,
steps.
you remember those? I want a 2x2 now. So it's a double width curved piece
Yes.
with no pips on top with the double elevation base.
Yes. So it's twice as wide as the ones that we just clicked to either side of the slipper.
Right.
Okay, yes, found it.
And I need a flat 1x2 gray.
A flat 1x2 gray.
Yes. And it's just going to click into the base of the other piece so that has a flat bottom.
Done.
All right. So now I need you to put your flat bottom item between the 2 curvy pieces that you put on earlier.
I can do that on top of the slipper, basically.
Yes.
All right, done.
Okay, so it should be flush at the south end with the other 2 curvy pieces.
It is not.
Oh, so let's talk a
Oh
little.
no, flush at the southern end?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yes. I know what you mean.
Okay,
Sorry, I
great.
thought you meant the curve would be smooth across all 4 pieces.
It is not.
No,
No,
okay,
the
good.
flat bottom sticks out a little.
Yes. Okay. Yes. No. Now I know what you mean. Yes.
Okay. That concludes step 36.
On to step 37 whenever you're ready.
All right. And we've got
pages. How many steps remaining on this one page?
1.
This is the only step.
There is 1 step. There are 3 steps on this page.
Okay.
Steps 35, 36, and 37. We have concluded steps 35 and 36.
Let's do this next step and prepare to stop, but not necessarily.
Okay.
Okay. Well, this next step looks lengthy and complicated. So.
Great.
All right. I'm ready. I'm feeling strong.
Okay.
Before that, can we just remind people of the donation drive?
Yes. There is a donation drive currently underway, $7.12. To enter to your basically every $7.12, multiples thereof, get you entries to win the Harry Potter illustrated book set signed by the Harry Potter Wizards Unite team. These are beautiful full-color illustrated versions of the first 3 books, Sorcerer's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, and Prisoner of Azkaban, coming in a very nice slipcase. They're big, like physically large books, and it's heavy. And I hope you enjoy winning them. You got 28 minutes left on that.
I own the Prisoner of Azkaban.
Illustrated one?
It's gorgeous.
There we go.
Ooh.
It is gorgeous. All right, back to the building.
Oh, I was taking a break, drinking my coffee. All right. So we're going to get 5 gray pieces.
5 gray pieces.
2 of them are easy to describe. One of them's a flat 1x2,
A flat 1x2.
and then a full height 2x2.
Full height 2x2.
All right. Now, we need something. The base is 1x2. It has no pips. It is wedge-like, and I think the sides are also wedged up so that it is not full length on the top.
Base 1x2.
Yes?
Kind of total height of 1 brick. And then tapered on 3 sides.
Yes.
Found it.
Awesome. So the next 2 pieces are right and left of each other.
Okay.
The long end, they have no pips. They are curved on top. The long end is 3 long. The wide base is It looks too wide, although it's hard to get an exact read on that. It might be a little over 2.
I think I know the exact pieces you're referring to.
All right.
And they're mirrors of each other?
They are. They're kind of like beetle carapace things.
Okay, and again, like they would have, the thing they would ideally click into would be L-shaped again?
It looks like, yes.
Okay, all right, found them.
Okay. So, we are going to be assembling this on the 3x4 flat area on top of the south end of the spaceship.
Gotcha.
Okay, so right behind the flat bottom piece, we're going to put the 2x2. So that will leave you with a perimeter with a total of 8 pips.
Okay, so I'm
around
covering
it.
4 blue pips with this?
You are covering 4 blue pips.
The 4 northern blue pips?
Yes.
Okay, done.
The 2 remaining blue pips get covered by the flat 1x2.
Okay, done.
On top of the flat 1x2 goes the triple tapered wedge piece with the high end next to the 2x2.
Okay, done.
Okay. And then on either side of that, covering the remaining 3 pieces on either side, we're going to put the 2 beetle carapaces. The pointy end points south.
All right, I think I'm ahead of you on that one because, yeah, now kind of like, it's not perfectly smooth, but it's, it suggests aerodynamic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It looks like sort of a complete little spaceship thing
yeah,
in the drawing.
yeah. I
All
think we
right.
got there.
And that concludes step 37. Are we done?
Let's do one more page.
Let's do one more page. All right.
Okay. Is this going well for chat?
Yeah,
Are they-
they're having a good time. They're enjoying the ASMR-ness of this.
Okay.
Chat's advised me to tell Dale that we've got a $12,000 shift.
Wow.
Hey.
Hooray. Thank you for telling Dale.
All right.
All right, so we are going to be moving on to step 38.
Ow.
Step 38 looks a little complicated, but we can do this.
I believe in us. We've done good work so far.
Yes. We're going to need one of those stubby-toed slippers.
Gray?
Gray. All the pieces in step 38 are gray.
Okay.
So this is the 2-pip slipper with the toes got chopped off or something horrible happened with frostbite.
Found it.
Okay. And we need one flat 1x2.
Found one.
And we need 3 flat 2x2s.
Found them.
All right. And now we need some of the wedge pieces we used in a previous step. These are 1x3s. They have the sort of slanty roof, and at one end they're sort of 1 width on top, and at the other end they're sort of 2 width on top, and they have 2 different elevations on the base. Sort of we were going to call them triangular, but they're not triangular on top.
Right. These are the one. So they have 3 pips total on top.
Correct?
And yeah. Okay. I've
we need a
got
left
2
and a
of them.
right.
They're mirror images of each other.
They are.
Okay. Found them.
Excellent. Okay, so I'm finally seeing the north end of this ship. That does look interesting. We're going to be working on the north end.
Okay. Okay.
But before we do that, we're going to assemble a thing.
Okay.
So please take one of the gray 2x2s
Okay.
and put the stubby slipper on 2 of the pips.
Okay.
We're going to call the end that the toes point over the north end.
Okay. So arranged and assembled.
Cool. And now behind the slipper goes another one of the 2x2s.
Okay. So the south end has an overhang.
Right. And now take your final 2x2 and click it on top of the slippers so that it's completely over the initial base 2x2.
Okay, done.
And that should leave you with a perfect place for your 1x2 right behind it.
Correct.
Okay. So now looking at the north end of this spaceship, you should have a 4x2 gray area that's slanting downward.
Yes, an angled down 4x2 area.
Yes,
We assembled that earlier, you and I,
we did.
of 4 separate pieces.
Yes.
All right, found it.
Okay. So the middle 4 of those 8 pips is going to be covered by the base 2x2 that you just assembled with the toes of the stubby slipper pointing downward to the north.
Okay. Done.
Excellent. And we're going to put the 2 mirror sides on either side of that with their fat ends at the south.
Okay.
So this should...
Do these overhang to the north at all?
No. The
Okay.
furthest north thing is the slipper toe.
Okay, got it.
So that's done?
That is done.
All right. That was step 38. It
Okay.
looks like... Oh, I was going to say it is creating a 4x3, but I think actually that's a double level.
Yeah, there are 2 levels here.
Okay, well then that's right. Okay, let me X out step 38.
Just a bit of error checking.
Yes.
You remember the stubby-toed slipper that we assembled much earlier? Well, not much earlier, several steps ago.
Yes.
This does not form a flush curved surface with that. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, good.
It looks like it kind of tucks in behind.
Yes. Okay, I was concerned, but you have allayed those fears.
Hooray! I love allaying fears.
I enjoy when that happens too. Especially when they're my fears.
All right, so we are now going to be getting 4 different pieces.
Okay.
The one that's easy to describe is a flat 2x4.
Flat 2x4 found.
Yes. There is also, it looks like a 1-pip rocket nose cone that is a 2x2 in the base. So it's circular, and I'm gonna guess it's roughly 1 standard brick in height.
So like it's conical?
Yes.
Okay. I've got one and it has 1 pip at the top,
Yes.
and then its base looks like it's 2x2?
That's what it looks like.
Okay, found it.
Excellent. And now we're going to get 2 more mirror pieces. These are, it looks like standard brick height. We've used these before. They have an L and a backward L. They
Okay.
are wedged around the side, and their bases have 2 different elevations.
Okay, found them.
Okay.
4
so
pips total on the top?
Yes.
Okay, got them.
Total each.
Sorry?
Total each. Each has a total of 4
Yes.
pips.
Yes.
Okay. So, we're going to put those together so that their noses form a nice nose, and that should give you a space on the bottom to put the 2x4.
Okay, so am I covering 6 pips total or 4 pips total with the 2x4?
All 4 pips of the 2x4 should be covered by putting these 2 L-shaped pieces on top of it.
Gotcha. I had it upside down, but now I get what you're going for.
Okay.
Now the 2 L-shaped pieces are together with a 4x2 holding them together underneath in like a little
Yes.
step.
So this should have a nice 2x3 section in the middle with a single pip on either side.
Correct.
On top. Okay. So then that cone is going to go on the 4 pips on top that are at the end that have a pip on either side.
Okay, so if the so this is kind of arrowheaded shaped.
Yes.
If the point of the arrowhead is north, Then the cone is going on the southern 4 pips?
Correct.
Okay. Done.
And that is, in fact, the configuration, because we're going to add this in, and the tip of this arrowhead is going north.
Okay.
We're going to put this onto the 4 gray pips just north of what we assembled in step 38.
Okay, so there's like a piece that's angled down at 45 degrees?
Yes.
That is 2 by 2?
Yes.
Okay. And this can only really go on one way.
Oh, good.
I think that's right.
So I think that the cone should be directly overhead of those 4 pips.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So now this kind of looks like it has a descending cockpit or something, or maybe it's starting to look more like a tank.
Yeah, like a tank or some kind of small armored mammal.
Right.
Yeah. That like, trundles very cutely.
Yeah, and maybe it has one eye. It's cyclopean.
Yeah, it's got like a cyclops eye or
All
a
right.
horn.
We have finished this page.
Awesome.
I was told to do one
I
more page.
believe we will stop there
All right.
Okay.
for this evening.
Okay. Should I put away all the Lego? Or the not Lego?
Yes, let's put that back where it goes.
That felt really good, Dale.
It did. It was fun. Also, I feel like we're making the thing in the drawing. Last year when I did this, I would say, so you should have a flat, 3x4 area, and they'd say no.
Oh no.
I
It
don't
is
know who
it
I
is
did
too
this to.
three-dimensional now. It will not fit into our thing.
I'll take care of it, Cam.
Okay. Thank you, Peach.
Yeah, of course.
I am making an edit.
All right. Was that good for you, chat?
I mean, I loved it.
Okay. Well, I don't know if it was actually correct, but it felt good.
There's beverage there.